Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome back to the 46th and final regular season match in our Football Manager 2017 run at the Dafuge Challenge, playing the end of our third season as Chippenham Town Football Club. And as I said, 46th and final match, at least regular season match, because we are all but assured a playoff spot. With one match to go, we have a 3-point lead on Cheltenham. For us to lose a playoff spot, we have to lose, Cheltenham has to win, and they have to make up a 5-goal differential lead. So, not likely to happen. Having said that, they get to play Newport County this week. So but Newport County is still in a fight to get out of the relegation zone. So they're going to be putting up a fight. We, on the other hand, have to play AFC Field, who really don't have anything to play for. They could move up to 11th with a win. They could drop down to 13th with a loss. They can't do much. We, on the other hand, theoretically could move up to 3rd realistically. If Ebbsfleet and Wrexham both lose and we win, we can move up to 3rd. We can move up to 4th with a Wrexham draw and us winning because of our goal differential there, or obviously with a Wrexham loss and us with a win. But we just want to put the points in the bag. We want the 3 points. We want the win. To give us a little bit of impetus going into the playoffs. Now, having said that, we're not doing bad. We lost 2-0 to Barrow, first the title, the champions Barrow, in a match where we were a little bit flat maybe. We lost 3-2 to Morecambe. We lost 2-0 all the way back to Geesley in a match that really didn't matter. So here, since January 1st, we've lost only the 2 league matches. We're in good shape, I think. But we still have to finish this season, get through 1 without any injuries, 2 without dropping a 5-point goal differential as well. It's going to be hard to do that, especially since we've got the 2nd best defense in the league and 2nd best in goals conceded, 3rd best in overall clean sheets. Obafemi is joint 4th, I think, in goals scored. Everything seems to be clicking this season, so we're going to just push to complete this season here on a winning streak, on a winning note, I mean, and try to get us some momentum going into the playoffs. Team is set. Just a couple changes. Rhodes is back in the back spot. Deeney replacing Raymond, who I think I mistakenly put into an under-23s match. Not sure why I would have done that. He didn't need the fitness, but we had an under-23s match a few days ago, so that would explain his conditioning issue. So Deeney is in. Cunningham, Obafemi up front. Brown, Evans, and Boote fairly solid in the midfield this season. Let's kick off. 46th and final match. Now, assuming we retain our playoff spot, I plan on streaming the playoffs live, so you can check that on my twitch.tv channel. You'll have to go there and find the what am I thinking of? Twitter. Find my Twitter link there to follow me on Twitter. Of course, if you subscribe, I'll try to put notifications on both Twitch and YouTube, so you know when those matches are going to be played. I'm going to guess I'll probably play 1 or 2 tomorrow, and if we make the final, we'll play that final on Sunday morning. It's my initial plans. Let's go ahead and jump in. Their key man is Coogan's, poacher with 14 goals in 43 matches. Our key player is Evans. This could be the last time we see Ellis Deeney, Connor Brown, and Akil Raymond in a Chippenham shirt. Who says? Says who? I didn't say that. Do you have any special plans to give them an appropriate send-off? I fully hope so. They deserve that sort of recognition. I couldn't speak more highly of them. Regardless of what happens during the match, I'm lucky to have worked with players. Who says they're leaving? Brown, okay, yeah, he's on loan, and probably I won't be able to prize him away from Swindon on a full-time basis. Deeney and Raymond, I think, are both going to be back. Predictable response, but the main task is to ensure we win. Anything else would be nice, but it will hardly be a priority. Yeah. What kind of question is that? Who says they're leaving? Just because I haven't finalized my contracts for this year, I don't know what league I'm going to be in next year. There's a chance that I won't be in this league next year, and I'll be able to train full-time going pro, and all sorts of things can happen that would make that question absolutely ridiculous. Let's get the marking instructions down. Liam Coogan's. Yeah, why not? Key player, let's mark him for a little additional attention in the tackling department. Okay, we need just 1 point to secure a playoff spot at worst. Give the fans a good performance at an away match. It's not like there's going to be a lot of fans. We can let's go with this one. Yeah, they didn't care for that. Okay, there we go. We finally found something that they respond to a little bit anyway. Okay, team instructions. We're going to stick with control. I don't want to go too much different than normal. We're going to go back to shorter passing and slightly deeper, and I think that is it. We've been having problems with like just dribbling into the opposition players. Let's try the dribble less and see if we can get a little bit more passing down. And I think that's it. Let's go ahead and have ourselves a kickoff as we go into match day 46. And yes, I am back to the old Andromeda skin as well. I like it better than the one that I tried out. I didn't like the match screen for that Vtrix. Oh, there we go. So we're back to this skin. What are we missing here? I'm missing one of my widgets down at the bottom. Match information, focus. Focus of attacks is missing. And that's not too big. Early danger from field is oh my God. 40 seconds in. What the hell was that? Out from the midfield, top of the arc, and keeper's completely flat-footed. Oh my God. Okay, guys. What the hell do you guys think you're doing here? Boote, Cunningham. So the goal differential is all of a sudden down to 4, and if Cheltenham get a goal, it'll be down to 3 and level on points. We better get this back quickly. Evans, Boote. Oh, well, we do. Looky there, Boote. His first ever goal for Chippenham, although it says his second goal of the season. That doesn't make sense. Evans, Cunningham, it just kind of fell back to Boote, who gets a shot off, and keeper gets his hand to it. Well, okay, forget what I just said. Looks like this is going to be a high-scoring game, maybe? As long as it's high-scoring and we win. Brown, good interception. Ball back to Evans. Evans to Boote, goal scorer. I'm curious to see. It said his second goal of the season, but it said his first goal for Chippenham. He hasn't been on loan, so out wide, Marsden. Cleared out. Marsden, another cross, and Boote tries to double it. Ball deflects behind and is a corner. Where's this been all season for you, Boote? He did go out on loan. That's right. Let me take a quick look at his stats. 1 goal, non-competitive. So, yeah, he must have scored out on loan for Farnborough. He did 1 goal and 5 assists for Farnborough. Okay, that's why it's his second goal of the season. That makes sense now. Long ball upfield, and Deeney guilty of backing into the striker, conceding a free kick. Cheltenham have their win, so they've got the goal differential back down to 4 with a 3-point. We're level on points again. No, we aren't. We're up by 1 point. That's right. We're not losing anymore. So we got the points still. All we have to do is not concede another goal, and we're in. Moreno goes up, gathers that cross. Taken out to the 18, thrown out wide to Nichols. Nichols to Brown. Brown, Boote. Boote, long ball up toward the corner flag. Obafemi is going to give chase and then concede a goal kick as the pass forward just bounces off of him. What's Boote's shooting look like? Only a 3 finishing. No wonder he doesn't score much. Moreno out wide to Nichols. Maybe that's why he doesn't take so many shots. It seems like there's been many times he's been looking like he wanted to shoot but just couldn't pull the trigger. That might be why. Evans into Deeney. Deeney. Brown. Brown back to Deeney. Deeney. Boote. Back to Evans. Obafemi's offsides, and that was probably the correct call. much. Long ball forward. Nichols heads it back across midfield. Picked back up by Field. Rhodes with the clearance, but doesn't go far. Long cross. Moreno comes out near post and grabs it. Moreno, ball forward. Obafemi is fouled, earning a free kick. Brown takes it short to Evans. Evans, Boote, Marsden near side of the 18. Cross off his left foot, and it actually hit Obafemi and fell to the keeper. Cheltenham with a 2-goal lead. So the goal differential is down to 3. If we actually concede another one, goal differential would be down to 2 just like that. We need to get a go-ahead goal here. Deeney, good tackle. Ball clears out for a throw-in near side. Ball forward, headed wide, picked up and cleared out of play. It'll be another throw-in. Into the center, back to the midfield. Long ball forward, headed back upfield by Burke. Back out to the near side, and then Marsden is whistled for a foul. I'm beginning really not to like this ref again. And there it is. Oh my God. Goal differential is down to 2, and we're level on points with Cheltenham. What the hell is going on with the league's second best defense in the second best defense in the league? They are a complete shambles all of a sudden. Marsden, Rhodes, Nichols, far side, ball forward into the box. Obafemi, he was not offsides. My God, there were 4 players upfield from him when that pass came. Okay, maybe there weren't 4 players upfield. Let's see. He's onside. He's onside. Come on, ref. He had at least 2 players, both center backs bracketing him. Boote, Obafemi, Boote, out to Brown, cross midfield to Boote, up to Cunningham, back to Evans. Evans, ball forward, intercepted. It was looking like he was going for Obafemi. Rhodes picks it up. Rhodes to Nichols, up to Brown. Boote, up to Cunningham. Wide to Marsden. Marsden centers to Boote. Boote tries to find Cunningham, can't do it. Deeney with the interception. Brown, Boote, Brown again. Keeps possession and then loses it on the second tackle. Ball back up across midfield. Boote, good tackle, finds Obafemi to Boote, back to Brown. Evans, Boote again. Too many green shirts in the same region here. Deeney, Brown. Brown's tripped up, earning a free kick. Into the box it goes, and Rhodes nods it just a little bit wide. So one of the few times one of those free kicks has found one of the big center backs. Actually, I'm not even sure Rhodes is. If Gator was in, that might have been a better chance. Rhodes has got good jumping, but his heading ability isn't all that good. Boote, Evans, Obafemi, tripped up, falls to Deeney. Evans, good strip, finds Obafemi, pulls it back to Cunningham. Evans, Brown, edge of the 18, loses possession. Deeney intercepts, gets it back to Brown, back to Deeney. Boote to Cunningham, to Brown. Out wide Marsden, near side. Boote, as we're trying to crack open this defense again. Evans, back heel to Obafemi. Out wide to Marsden, ball forward, far post. Obafemi can't beat the center back. Ball's back up across midfield, and we finally settled down a little bit. Boote, Cunningham, back to Evans. Boote. Ball forward intercepted, deflected to a center back who makes a clearance, but Boote tracks back, makes his own interception. Gets the ball to Brown. Brown toward Obafemi. Brown again headed upfield. Can't find Obafemi. Ball out wide, far side. A little missed tackle or good dribble. I'm not sure which. Ball out to Cunningham. Cunningham back to Marsden. Marsden pulls it to the center for Deeney. Deeney back to Rhodes. Rhodes forward to Brown. Squares it to Boote. Boote doesn't find Cunningham. Cunningham backed away from the ball. Ball's not going to hurt you, Cunningham. Boote, good interception. Finds Brown. Brown, wide to Nichols. Nichols, centered to Deeney. Up to Evans. Boote, Brown. Back to Evans again. Out wide, Obafemi is going to keep it in. Gets a cross there. Cunningham was near it, but got cleared out. Cunningham went down low to nod that in, but center back got a foot in between. Ball to the center again, out wide. Yeah, fullback on that far side making an overlapping run there, but we get the trip instead. Ball out wide of the 18, cleared out by Rhodes. Upfield. Good tackle. Second good tackle by Brown. Long ball up the sideline. Obafemi keeps it in play. Gets across it, and Cunningham levels it. Cunningham and Obafemi back tag team again. That's, I think, Obafemi's 11th assist and Cunningham's 14th goal, maybe. Ball fell just behind Cunningham. Had to tap it home. He could pick either side of the keeper. Keeper kind of hesitated, and it's 2-2 again. We got our point back. Wow. Exciting stuff. A little bit too exciting for my taste. Save this for the playoffs, preferably for the finals. Evans out wide. Far side loses possession. Dini nods it back upfield. Picked back up by Field. Comes out to the near side. So after a really terrible start, we got a quick equalizer and then gave it right back up on both goals on terrible defending. Now we've got it back and things have settled down as far as defense. A little bit of nerves early on, maybe. And I just realized widget's gone again. Just because we score goals doesn't mean my widgets have to disappear. I need those. Brown. Up to Obafemi. Wide to Nichols. Nichols to Brown. Nichols again. Far sideline, loses possession, wins it back, gets it to Evans. Boote. Back to Dini. Boote again. Loses possession, falls to Brown, gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham having to track back. He's under heavy pressure, and he's tripped up at midfield. Back into the center. Brown. Boote. Brown again. Ooh, nice little through ball to Cunningham, but Cunningham couldn't get the shot off before he was tackled from behind there. Little defender got his foot in just enough to keep him from getting a shot off there. And then a free kick awarded. Brown to take it. Long ball into the box. Rhodes can't get on the end of it. Burke picks it up. Lays it off to Evans. Cunningham tripped up from in the arc, and it will be a free kick from inside the arc. And Brown on target through the wall. Keeper managed to save that. So 63% possession. So after a really shaky start, we've got the possession battle won. We've got 3 of 5 shots on target to 2 of 3 shots on target for them. 84% passing, really good. We've actually completed 37% of our crosses. That may be an all-time high for us, 3 of 8. But we concede a free kick deep inside the opposition half. Cheltenham gave up a goal, so they only have a +4 goal differential now. That's good for us. Long ball forward, knotted upfield by Dini, finds Cunningham. Cunningham, Brown, squared to Evans. Boote, center circle, finds Cunningham. Brown, Evans again. Back heel to Boote. Cunningham, out wide to Marsden. Good control, gets across. It drifts just wide of the far post. That actually, another couple inches or a little bit of inward arc to that. That would have found the net on a fluke. Cunningham loses possession. Ball out wide. You know what? I think I like that dribble less. We're not dribbling straight into walls of white this match, it seems like. I might have to incorporate that as a normal instruction. I mean, we already have a good passing team. Dini, good tackle. Out wide, and then into Nichols. Nichols ball forward intercepted. Falls to Cugans. Out wide, the winger with the cross. Falls to Brown. Brown long ball upfield drifts out wide for a throw-in. Barrow only in a draw versus Morecambe. Of course, the match does not matter to Barrow. They've already sealed the title. Haven't seen anything for Ebbsfleet. Oh, there's an Ebbsfleet draw with a St. Albans. So, yeah, nothing new. Wrexham still 2 points up on us. Ebbsfleet still 2 points up on us. No changes there. Ball out wide. Ebbsfleet's only 2 points up on us. Shouldn't they be 3 points? Ball into the box. Mourinho is there. 79-81. Maybe not. Maybe it was always going to be that way. Cunningham guilty of a little push there, I guess, as we approach the 30-minute mark. 2-2 in a fairly thrilling first half. Boote, Evans, Brown. I see Brown's taking a bit of a knock. I missed it. What is it? Dead leg. Whoa, that's not good. Ball forward, Cunningham. He's been fairly instrumental to our progress here in the last month. Dini guilty of a trip. It'll be a free kick from near near the sideline. Cleared out by Boote. Doesn't go far, however. Cunningham, good tackle by the striker, playing that defensive forward role. Deeney, back to Brown. Brown to Boote. Back to Deeney. Brown, Boote, Cunningham, and then he gets tackled immediately. Ball falls to Coogan, laid off wide to Cook, and that cross comes in. Moreno comes out and grabs it. Moreno, long ball forward. Obafemi can't get there. Falls back to Brown. Brown lays it off to Nichols. Nichols, long ball forward, cleared up the field. Back into the center. Burke with the interception. Ball forward, not going to be enough to get through to Cunningham. Nichols nods the ball forward. Switch to the near side now, back into the center. Boote, good tackle initially, but the ball falls to the midfield partner. Out wide, back into the center. Fullback overlapping well over his that right wing. Cross comes to Moreno. Ball falls to Boote. Boote's ball forward intercepted. Comes down the near sideline. And a good recovery by Evans, I guess that was, to make the second tackle. Ball to Cunningham is intercepted. Cunningham's really not making any effort to win those balls, I don't think. Then Nichols, good tackle. Clean play, says the ref. Evans to Boote. Boote up to Cunningham. Cunningham, Obafemi. Back to Evans. Brown again. Boote. Ball forward intercepted. Burke. Two players go down in a heap there. And Brown is going to get the card for it. He hasn't had too many issues with yellow cards, I don't think, has Brown. Once again, the loanee from Swindon, second half of the season, really playing a key role. Boote, great job getting back. Midfielder was sitting there waiting to pounce on that ball. Boote made a good run back. Moreno gets his paw to it, keeps it out, and ball gets cleared, but not far, and then the cross gets cleared out. Moreno with the grabs that corner kick. A little bit nervy here. Field's getting into a good attacking position. Haven't converted any, haven't taken any shots here in the last 10 minutes, but those crosses have looked dangerous. Brown, Boote, Obafemi, out wide, Marsden near side, centered to Boote. Boote loses possession, falls to Deeney. Deeney tracking backwards with it, centers it, and Burke is tripped up as he makes a play at the ball, earning a free kick from the center circle. Deeney, Marsden, Evans, Brown. Evans again, up to Cunningham. Out wide, Marsden. One-time cross toward the far post. Keeper goes out and grabs it. Long ball forward. Brown with the interception. Pulls it back to Nichols. Nichols, long ball forward. Obafemi, offsides. I wasn't sure about that. My initial instinct was he was offsides there. Cheltenham back into a with a 2-1 lead. Oh, yeah, we saw that. They were up 2-0, and now they're down up 2-1 only. Keeper, ball forward, knotted back upfield. Cunningham picks it up. Cunningham to Brown. Boote, out to Cunningham. Looking for options, sends it wide to Marsden. Marsden in to Boote, up toward Cunningham, and Boote's tripped up. Running a free kick, Brown, Deeney, back to Rhodes. Rhodes to Brown. Boote, out wide. Marsden's not quite going to be able to track that down. It goes out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. Long ball forward, Deeney with the interception. Evans to Brown. Brown, out wide, Marsden. Was he really offside? So many of these that just don't seem like it. Now, he might be Cunningham, but here's Marsden. Okay, Marsden is offside right there. Yeah, he's offside. Good call, linesman. Can't say anything about that one. Free kick taken. Deeney nods it down. Cunningham into an open net. Well, nope, keeper got back there. Cunningham saw the open net because keeper took the kick from this near sideline. Didn't quite have enough velocity to get there before the keeper got back. Cunningham, Brown, Boote. That would have been a rather audacious shot, though, from midfield. Boote, Marsden, Cunningham! Oh, rockets that one high and wide. So we've got 2 goals, but we have no chances. No half chances, no clear-cut chances, no nothing. We do have 4 shots of 7 on target. Boote, Evans, if you count that last shot, that shot by Cunningham from midfield, because, well, it was a shot and it was on target. So 60% possession still in our favor. Ball dotted forward by Deeney. Brown Boote, long ball forward, not going to find Obafemi. Falls back to Dini. Boote, ball forward, intercepted. Field finally gets it out of their half and then sends it back into their own half. Ball forward down the far sideline. Boote, good tackle, finds Cunningham. Cunningham out wide. Marsden. Ooh, Marsden almost beat him to it. Now Marsden gets that ball to Brown. Brown tripped up. It will be a free kick. Taken short, out wide to Nichols. Headed out wide, and it's a throw-in from the far sideline. 2 minutes of first half time. Dini, Nichols, Boote. Boote up to Evans. Evans, Obafemi, back to Dini. Boote turning, finds Marsden. Marsden tries to pass it back. It deflects to the fullback. Marsden, good tackle, getting back there. Dini to Evans. Brown, back to Dini. Boote to Evans, back forward to Cunningham, back to Evans again. Like to seal this with a goal here. Seal this first half. Long cross into the box by Nichols, straight at the keeper. Long ball forward by the keeper, nodded back upfield by Rhodes. Chipped forward by Field. Picked up right at midfield, far sideline. Nichols with the interception. Long ball forward. Nobody. Oh, Obafemi's through. There was a missed header, and then Obafemi. Oh my God! One-on-one with the keeper. Chance to take the lead, and he just chokes. Dini, Cunningham, Obafemi, Dini, Evans, Brown. He could have really used that to give himself a shout at Player of the Year. Cunningham has a shot blocked. Obafemi can't pounce on the rebound. Actually got 2 shots off in that. No, we only got 1 shot in the sequence. Dini guilty of a trip. Free kick taken quickly. Shot blocked. Bounces off another player in white, but it was offsides anyway. And thus ends the first half. 2-2 after a rather exciting first half, early on anyway. Like I said, very lax defending. Second best defense in the league, let 2 extremely soft goals. I'm going to let them know that I don't like their defensive effort there in that first half. 2 very soft first half goals. We had to come from behind twice. And, well, we've done it. It's 2-2 again. Cheltenham's still winning by a 1-goal margin, but it doesn't matter if we don't concede. If we don't lose, it doesn't matter. I want to pull Brown off, actually. We only have a 3-day rest, so I suspect he's not going to be available for our next match. We'll put Martin in. I suspect he's not going to be available for our next match in 3 days for the playoffs, 3 or 4 days. Brown, Evans, Boote. Evans finds Marsden. Marsden gets across instead of taking the shot. Comes to the near side corner flag, and then that's cleared out of play down the line, and it is a throw-in. He's also made a sub. It's their right mid. Burke nods the ball upfield. Yeah, right midfielder. New to the pitch for them. Ball falls to Martin. Boote. Lay off to Marsden. Little through pass intercepted. Long ball upfield, center circle. Marsden and Dini track back. Send the ball to Moreno. Moreno to Martin. Evans, center circle to Martin again. Through ball to Evans. Martin, out wide to Nichols. Back inside to Martin. Boote, back heel to Evans. Ooh, Martin, good job keeping possession there. Dini looked like it was initially intercepted. Boote, Cunningham. Cunningham couldn't get the shot off. It's cleared up field. Up to midfield. Out to the near side. And here comes the overlapping tandem of the midfielder and fullback. Nichols gets over, clears it out wide for a throw-in. Taken short. Cross comes in. Burke nods it down. Dini clears it out. Finds Cunningham. Cunningham's ball forward. Not going to get through to Obafemi. Obafemi tracks back and picks it up. Gets it to Boote, to Martin. Back to Dini. Up to Boote. Squared to Martin. Evans. Finds Obafemi. Back to Martin again. Evans. Boote. Out wide. Nichols. A little bit of space. Picks out a cross that deflects. Be out wide for a throw-in. Nichols to Obafemi up the line, a little bit too much pace on that pass for Nichols to track down, and it's a goal kick. Ebbsfleet are winning, so we're not going to catch up to them. Lincoln are losing? Ooh, no. Lincoln are still in a draw, actually. Wrexham and Ebbsfleet are both winning. That's not good because I don't think I want to face Ebbsfleet in the final, or in the playoffs, I mean. Wrexham up 3. Ebbsfleet up, Ebbsfleet back into a draw. I don't mind facing Wrexham. I don't think I want to face Ebbsfleet first match. Cross in, Moreno is there. Thrown out wide to Nichols. Nichols up to Martin. Back to Nichols. Evans finds Obafemi running forward. Can't quite get on the end of that. And it is out for a throw-in. Nichols to Deeney. Centers to Evans. Evans, Cunningham has his back to the goal. Sends it to the corner for Marsden. Corner of the 18. Martin avoids one tackle. Boote. Marsden can't take the shot again. Getting the ball in the central spot, but we can't get the shot off. Ball's cleared out across midfield, near sideline. Fullback dribbling forward. Martin gets over and makes the tackle out of play for a throw-in. Cross deflects down along the line. Nichols picks it up. Boote nods down to Obafemi. Out to Cunningham. Cunningham. Wide to Marsden. Cross into the side netting. So picking right up where we left off as far as possession. Nichols with the interception across midfield. Sends it to Martin. Martin pulls it back to Nichols. Nichols to Deeney. Deeney. Boote. Back heel to Evans. Evans to Obafemi. Obafemi under pressure loses it. Ball back to midfield, near side. Back into the center. Rhodes with the clearance. Can't quite pick out Cunningham. Comes back along the near side again. Back to the winger. Fullback has it. Advanced spot. His cross goes straight to the keeper. Moreno grabs it. Out to Nichols. Nichols. Martin. Martin to Boote. To Obafemi. Back to Nichols. Ooh, ball bounces off the back of Martin's heels, but he picks it up. Then Boote loses it. Comes back quickly. And Nichols guilty of tripping up the winger. And it is another free kick. Into the box. Flicked into the center. Deeney makes a clearance. Picked back up by Field. Back into our half on the far sideline. The right winger out all the way on the left side. Obafemi, good tackle. Finds Cunningham. Cunningham back to Obafemi. Into Martin. In stride hits Martin, but Martin loses it. Ball back upfield quickly. Cross, far post. Shot blocked. That was a dangerous counterattack there, but we've staved it off. It's still Field in possession. Nichols with a tackle. Finally gets a ball back upfield. We clear our lines. And that was a bit of a scary moment there. Well-executed counterattack. We got just enough done to prevent a clean shot. Nichols, Obafemi. Nichols again. Burke. Boote. Cunningham. Tries to find Marsden at the far corner of the 18. He loses it. Nichols. Martin. Back to Deeney. Up to Evans. Cunningham. Boote pulls it back to Evans again. Pass toward Boote, intercepted, and it comes back again, out wide, near side. Fullback, once again, overlapping run. Near post shot. Keeper does just enough to keep it out, although to be honest, I thought it was going to the side netting anyway. But keeper got his hand down to it just in case. Free kick conceded now. Field looking to try to make something happen, but Boote with the intercept tackle. Obafemi's pass across the field gets intercepted. Out wide, near-sided. Once again, here comes the overlap. Back into the center. Then cleared upfield. Cunningham can't win that. Ball goes out to the far sideline. Chipped forward. Marsden, good tackle, gets the ball upfield. Cunningham once again unable to win it. And Marsden clears it out wide for a throw-in. Lincoln, wow. All of a sudden, Lincoln just scored 2 quick goals, 58th, 60th. 55th, 58th, and 60th. Lincoln with 3 quick goals. Long ball, crossfield, Rhodes with the clearance. Doesn't go far. Another cross comes in, it drifts wide, and it is a goal kick. I need to settle things down a little bit. How do I do this? An hour gone. I think we'll go ahead and pull Raymond on. Slightly better in that anchorman role than Deeney. Let's see if he can settle things down in the back. Nichols, Martin, Boote. Nichols again, upfield. Obafemi's not going to get there. Comes back down the near sideline. Burke nods it upfield. Centered. Picked up by the winger. And then Nichols guilty of a trip. Ball into the box and open net. Once again, the keeper with a mistake. He just went out flapping at that ball. And all of a sudden, we are back in a hole. Just a little chip. Keeper comes out. Oh, okay. He should have held his line there. He was never going to get to the ball on the initial chip forward. I would say that was a mistake by the keeper. I don't know if it'll register as a mistake or not. Let's take a quick look because I'm curious. Mistakes by the keeper for Chippenham. Yeah, no mistakes recorded, which is a shame because I think that's a mistake, being a former keeper. Thrown conceded near side. So now we're level on points once again with Cheltenham. Now it's only our goal differential of +3 keeping us in. Evans, Martin, Raymond, out wide to Nichols. Nichols, Martin, back to Nichols. Centered to Evans. Back to Raymond. Obafemi, Boote, Obafemi. Oh, wow, Cunningham with his second. Obafemi and Cunningham form 2 goals. And both times get us back, get an equalizer. Boote with a little through ball finds Obafemi. Obafemi just sidesteps it to Cunningham, who takes 1 step to control it and sends it to that near post, beating the keeper, and it's 3-3 again. Wow. Team is not giving up. I'll give them that. Boote with the interception finds Obafemi. Obafemi, Cunningham, far side, gets across blocked. He's trying to return the favor. Obafemi providing the assist to 2 Cunningham goals here. Headed wide, and it's a throw-in. And keeper comes out and grabs that. Over 1,400 home fans for these guys. How can they manage that? They're not that good a team. We're averaging 360 or so. 370 maybe now. They get 1,400 home fans. Boote loses possession. Ball comes back across midfield. Long ball upfield. Rhodes picks it up. Rhodes back to Moreno. Moreno, long ball forward. Obafemi can't get there, but Martin picks it up. Martin to Raymond. Boote. Martin, long ball forward. Can't find Cunningham. Boote tracks back, picks it up, sends it to Marsden. Up to Boote. Long ball forward. Cunningham giving chase. Keeper's going to beat him to it. Wow, Boote, really hard working. I hate to pull him. Out wide. Into the center, cleared out by Rhodes. Cunningham picks up the loose ball. Back to Marsden. Oh, pass forward blocked. Back into our 18, and Rhodes has got to track back and clear that out. Once again, we get a pass forward bouncing off the back of a green shirt. See that happen way too often. Ball into the center. Through ball, finds the striker. Striker has to send it backwards. His back to the goal, and there's another Coogan's shot that the keeper is able to cover. Almost gave up another one. Nichols, good tackle. Finds Martin. Martin to Evans. Evans, Boote. Up to Obafemi. Boote. Obafemi again. Nichols into Martin. Back to Burke. Up to Raymond. Boote. Evans. Obafemi. Stringing the passes together again. Obafemi. Back to Martin. Boote can't get the shot. Ball's finally cleared upfield and out of play for a throw-in on the far sideline. 20 minutes to go. Cheltenham's no change in the Cheltenham game. I take it. Burke, ball forward, cleared up. Rhodes headed upfield. Rhodes back to Evans. Raymond, Boote. Evans again. Boote to Martin. Martin up with Obafemi. Back to Nichols. Switches to the far side. Marsden can't beat the winger to that. Ball now switched to the near side. Cross in. Burke clears it out. Falls to Evans. Martin. Boote. Evans again. Back to Martin. Martin, long ball forward. Obafemi's not going to be able to get to that, and that will go out of play, out the back for a throw-in. Long ball upfield. Burke wins the ball. Finds Cunningham. Cunningham to Raymond. Martin. Boote. Out wide. Nichols. Almost overruns it. Gets a corner. Oh, Boote with a chance. Boote tried to get his second goal of the season second goal of his career for Chippenham. That registered as a half chance for the midfielder. And Boote doing really well, as he's done since he's come back from his loan spell. Raymond, good tackle. Ball falls back to Burke. Burke, long ball forward. Obafemi can't get on the end of it. Comes back upfield. Near side. Cross deflects behind, and it will be a corner. Why does it feel they made a change? They haven't. I thought I saw a new name in there. Corner. Moreno comes out just outside the 6 and grabs it, sends it upfield quickly where it's going to drift out of play because nobody's there. Moreno, you need to just slow down. Take your time. No need to hurry at this point. Evans, Cunningham. Cunningham to Marsden. Ball forward. Obafemi flicks it on, but it goes back to the keeper. Ball forward by the keeper. Martin nods it down to Obafemi. Cunningham. Martin. Evans, a little bit of space, pulls it back to Raymond. Up to Boote. Out wide. Marsden gets past the defender, gets a cross in. It's cleared along the sideline and then upfield. Cugans with a good run. Gets it out wide to the near side and then pulled back to the winger. No, the winger's in the center. Wait a second here. If Sang's in the center, they're moving their personnel around. I just realized. Because Sang was just in the center on that sequence of plays and actually had moved there at some point. And Marsden guilty of a trip right at the far corner of the 18. Be a free kick. Into the box. Rhodes with the control, interception, control, and clearance. Ball falls to Evans. Long ball forward by Marsden. Cross field toward the near side corner flag. Sent back to the keeper. Raymond to Martin. Martin long ball forward. Finds Obafemi. Obafemi's cross gets deflected behind, and it's another corner. This will be the fourth for Chippenham. Near post, Burke can't win it, falls to Cunningham. Cunningham, Nichols, Evans, top of the box. Cunningham, couldn't control it. Gets back, makes a good tackle, but it still falls to a white jersey, and then a long ball forward goes straight to the keeper. Keeper takes it short to Marsden. Marsden, Rhodes, long ball forward. Obafemi can't get to it, comes back along the near sideline. Nichols, great tackle. Nichols to Boote. Boote up to Evans, across midfield to Martin. Martin to Boote. Long ball forward, finds Obafemi, who can't control it. Comes back on the far sideline. Into the center. Back to the sideline it goes. Flicked into the center. Marsden picks it up to Evans, to Boote, to Martin. Obafemi squares it to Cunningham. Back to Evans. Martin to Boote. Boote loses possession. Comes back upfield. Burke nods it back to midfield. Down the near sideline. Nichols gets the ball to Martin. Good tackle once again by the fullback. Cunningham to Martin. Up to Evans. Centered to Boote. Up to Cunningham. Back to Evans again. Boote. Martin. Cunningham, Obafemi tripped up right at the edge of the 18, and that will be a yellow card. And I think I'm going to go ahead and make my third and final sub, and we will pull Ferguson on for Boote. Hate to say it, but this might be Ferguson's last season with us. He's got the all-time record for appearances for the club. Evans to take the free kick, bounces it off the wall. Tracks it back down. Feeds it to Marsden. Back to Nichols. Nichols to Burke. Burke still in forward spot from his set-piece duties. Tracks back quickly. Cross deflects. Falls back to the striker who tracks it down. Cugans. Back to Holmes. Nichols, good tackle, but his ball forward's intercepted. Rhodes nods it down. And there's a shot by Cugans into the side netting. So here we are with less than 10 minutes left. Chippenham still with 60% of the possession. 6 of 11 shots on target, scored 3. Field, 40% of the possession. 4 of 9 shots on target, scoring 3. Ferguson, Cunningham, out wide. Marsden keeps it in, gets a cross, far post, it floats, and gets headed wide. Down the near sideline, chipped into the center. Rhodes nods it back upfield. Raymond nods it back upfield. Nichols clears it upfield. Burke nods it upfield. Ball's going back and forth, but staying mostly in our half. Through ball, corner of the box. Cross comes in. Burke, critical tackle there. Inch perfect, as they say. And then Nichols guilty of a tackle there. That cross came in at a dangerous angle. Headed clear. Evans with the clearance, but it's picked up in midfield. Headed back across midfield by Rhodes. Ferguson with the interception gets the ball to Cunningham. Cunningham across midfield finds Evans. Ferguson. Marsden. Marsden in danger, loses possession. Rhodes tracks back, picks it up. Obafemi with the ball, loses possession. Rhodes picks up the cleared pass, sends it back to Moreno. Moreno, Burke. Long ball up toward the far sideline, kept in play, pushed forward. Rhodes to Ferguson. Ferguson nods it down to Cunningham. Cross to Evans. Long ball forward, cleared upfield. And a long ball forward, and Marsden gets his head to it, finds Raymond. Raymond to Martin to Marsden. Long ball forward, intercepted. Marsden tracks it back down, finds Martin again. Ferguson, Evans, Obafemi back to Martin. Switch to the near side. Nichols to Obafemi. Ferguson, Evans, back to Raymond. Martin to Obafemi, back to Martin, up to Ferguson. Ferguson wide to Marsden. Marsden into Evans. Squared to Martin. Centered. Near side now. Nichols. Back to Raymond again. Raymond all the way back to the center back Burke. Ball forward. Intercepted. Raymond comes back, makes another good tackle, but the ball's still picked up by Field and out to the far sideline. Ball forward. Blocked back by Marsden. Obafemi got his head to the ball, but it falls to the right side fullback. Now it's out wide. Clear cross. Rhodes with the clearance. Martin to Obafemi. Burke. Netted back across midfield. Ferguson nods it on. Far sideline. Raymond with the interception. Evans to Martin. Long ball forward. Cunningham going to give chase and force a clearance out wide. And with just under 2 minutes left, we get a throw in on the far sideline. Still level 3-3, which is more than enough to see us through. Barrow destroying Morecambe. Ebbsfleet once again winning, but not enough to displace Lincoln. So at this moment, it looks like we're going to be playing Lincoln in the playoff semifinals, which I am more than happy to do because we've beat them twice this season. Raymond, Martin, long ball forward, intercepted. We have to play much better defense than we did today, though. We'll say that. Ball cleared out wide. It will be a throw. In 2 minutes of stoppage time, we're in the final minute of the final regular season match. Ball down along the far sideline, cut into the center. Back out wide. Chipped forward, cleared up by Rhodes. Out of play, and it'll be a throw-in. That'll be enough to eat most of the regulation time up. Cross comes in. Moreno is there to cover it. Upfield by Moreno. Out wide. We are in stoppage time. Marsden nods the ball down. Ref wave play on. Evidently Marsden is guilty of a foul there, or got fouled. I'm not sure which. Ref wave play on. Cougans can't hit the target again. So much for their key player. Although I think he's got one goal, doesn't he? To be fair. He's missed a couple sitters. Cougans, no goals, no assists, actually. Raymond, Moreno, long ball forward, flicked upfield. Martin picks it up and then doesn't run it down. Back into the center. Raymond nods it down to Evans. Evans, Ferguson, finds Cunningham. Cross midfield to Evans. Ferguson, Cunningham again. Back to Martin. Wide to Nichols, near side. Takes it to the corner, Nichols. Sends it to the center instead. Ferguson, Raymond. Evans falls to Ferguson. Evans again to Ferguson. Back to Raymond. Ferguson. Martin out wide to Marsden. Corner of the 18. Cross block. Upfield it goes. Rhodes wins the chase. Sends it to Raymond. Raymond up to Ferguson to Martin. And we're already 22 seconds late here. Ref can blow the whistle at any time. Evans wins the ball. Cunningham. Back to Marsden. Ball forward. Ferguson. Out of play. Is the ref going to stop the match, or does he want to watch more football here? Marsden, long throw into the box. Keeper comes out. We're over a minute late here, guys. Long ball forward, not a back upfield. Ball into the center. And finally, the ref ends the match. 3-3 draw. It's enough. I'm not going to say anything else to the team. I don't want to wreck their morale. It's enough, but barely. We are in the playoffs in our second season of the Vanarama National, and we will be facing Lincoln, a team that we've beat twice this season. Cougans had a quiet game. Rob Evans, one of the players to make a real difference. He had 97 passes completed. He had an assist, 7.5 match rating. Not bad for him. Cook was the player of the match. Really? Goal and 2 assists. Okay, maybe. I would have thought Cunningham with 2 goals or Obafemi with 2 assists would have been a bit of a better choice. What are the overall player ratings here? Obafemi with only a 7.3. Cunningham, so it was a toss-up between Cunningham and Cook. Well, okay. I take that back. That was a fullback with a goal and 2 assists. You can't argue. Or no, he's a striker. What the hell? What the hell? Overview. Formations. Cook was a striker playing fullback? I did not see that. He was a striker playing fullback, and he got a goal and two assists. I wish I would have caught that early on. I might have played that whole match differently. No wonder. No wonder. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before. From now on, I'm going to have to pay better attention to those. Moreno beat 3 times. He did make one mistake. Now, that mistake didn't show up at halftime or in game. Does it show up here? Mistake leading to goal. Yeah, that's got to be their 3rd goal, I think. Yeah, he came out. He should have kept his line there. That goal would have never gone in if he held his line. Misjudged the fight of the ball. He came out, got stranded in no man's land. And like I said, as a former keeper, I would have counted that as a mistake. They did. And he also had a missed interception. Was that the same play? Nope, that was a different play. Or was it? It's in the same area, but not exactly. No, it's the same play. Okay. So, yeah, mistake by Moreno. Only his 2nd mistake leading into a goal this season, if I recall. Like I said, we have to play better defense against Lincoln than that. We should still end the season as the 2nd best defense in the league, I suspect. Let's take a look. Season is over, so let's take a look at some stats. Best at hitting target, we ended up in 7th place. Most goals, we ended up joint 6th with 65 goals. Barrow with 90 goals. Wow, nice job by them. No wonder they won the league. Most crosses completed, we're probably like 32nd out of 26. Most headers completed, not there. Most passes completed, however, 72%. So 3rd place in most passes completed. Almost 20,000 passes completed. Not bad at all. Best average possession, 7th. We dropped a little bit from the last time I looked at that. Most fouls made, of course, we're up there. Most tackles won, we're not there. Most clean sheets, 3rd, with 18 clean sheets. Lincoln and York ahead of us in that category. Least conceded, yeah, we still finished 2nd with 45 goals conceded. Lincoln, again, only conceding 34. Lincoln, the team we have to play, but of those 34 goals, we scored 7 of them. So we scored 20% of the goals against Lincoln this season, I believe. Let me take a look. I think we scored 7 against them. We scored 3 in a 3-0 win. We scored 4 in a 4-2 win. Yeah, so we scored 20% of the goals against Lincoln, and that's who we get to face in the semifinals. Okay, match in the books. Our first ever playoff run in the Vanarama National. Only our 2nd season in the National. Like I said, bit of a lax defense there. I'm a little bit worried about that because no way that should have happened. Having said that, again, having that tricking me by putting a striker in that fullback spot. I mean, I had him set as mark on weaker foot, and that is it because I thought he was just a fullback, just getting forward a lot. Little did I know, and I'm going to have... Oh, Marston is injured? Bruised jaw. He can live with that. Out 9 to 12 days, no choices. We're in trouble. I do not have a right fullback to replace him. Wow. Brown is injured, out 6 to 8 days. This is a bit of a problem. Not just a bit of a problem. I can replace Brown. Marsden? What can I do? I can move Burke out wide. Maybe I move Gator out there. Let's see, Gator, and put him in a defensive fullback role. It's only got a 7 pace. What else do I have on the bench here? Vanderhyde's still out on loan. Gator. Tucker's back from loan. He's more of a center back. He might be a better option there. I've got Deloney. There's no way I'm going to put him out there with a 5 tackling and a 8 positioning and a 6 marking. So those are my options. Tucker, Gator, or put either or Burke, really. Those are my options. Which would be the better fullback, I wonder. I don't know. I'm going to have to ponder that one because that's going to be a bit problematic. I let Hodgkiss go during the transfer window because he was aging. He had that injury early on, which dropped his stats. He's 33 or 34. And I didn't look like I really needed anything. But here we are in the playoffs without a right fullback. Who is... Anybody in the under 18s that has even a shot here? We've got a few DRs. Holloway, 8 tackling, 10 pace, 10 passing. He's actually not terrible, but I'm not sure I want to put him in a playoff run. Moncoeur, nope, not an option. Yeton, not an option. Fitton, now Fitton might be an option. Or not. Nope, never mind. I don't have this sorted right. Fitton Prin, he's one of the new grads. Decent pace, nope, not. Bowles. His tackling is good, but that's it. His pace, nope. Moncoeur. Ferris, nope. Peacock, nope. Holloway we already looked at, right? He's the closest to being able to play in that role. Okay, well, we're going to have to figure that out for the playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and save it, call it quits. We are in the playoffs. First ever in the National. I would love to get through to the final, if only for the playoff money. Again, I'm not sure I'm ready for League Two football. I don't have a single player that has a current ability of Vanarama National League, let alone League Two. The only good thing about getting up to League Two is I'd be able to go pro. That is literally the only good thing I have going for me. But I've got a couple days. I'm going to sim forward and call it quits for the night. We will have the playoffs streamed live, so stay tuned. Lincoln coming up in the semifinals. Once again, thanks for joining as Season 3 regular season comes to an end. I will try to announce in advance when the playoffs are going to be streamed. It will be on twitch.tv/Castanar. You can find me there. Look for a link to my Twitter as well. I'll try to announce it in both places. Thanks for joining, everybody. It's been a great season. We've got at least 2 more matches to play, however, and hopefully 3. Hope you tag along, come along for the live stream. If not, watch out for, obviously, it'll be posted on YouTube as well. Thanks for joining, everybody. Have a great evening. Have a great weekend. We will see you in the playoffs.